Hello, hi Facebook. This is Shilpa back again, and today we are on day 5 of Let's Make Winters Warm, Show Up This Winter and Get Your Book Written Challenge, right? So I hope you're following along the videos as much as you can and getting benefit of it, getting some thought processes started. Hey, Sharmeen, thanks for joining. So, Sharmeen, if you're keen to write a book, we need to talk. So today we're going to talk about all things avatar. And what is this avatar, okay? So the avatar is, hi Roshan, we are talking to. Yes, so what is an avatar? Your avatar is, it has many names. It is known sometimes by the name of your ideal client, your ideal target client, your ideal client avatar, your ideal target market, whatever you might like to call it. It's basically your avatar. And your avatar is that one person. Hi, Kerry. Your avatar is that one person who you are in business for, right? So we touched upon this a little bit in yesterday's exercise, but today we are going to really dig deeper because a lot of you might feel, how do I know who is my client? Because a lot of coaches struggle with the dilemma, and it's basically a scarcity mindset. A lot of coaches don't want to zero down on one person, or often are afraid of niching down because they think then they lose out on the rest of the world. But why is it super, super important for you to have an avatar and work for this one person, this one persona? Because once you've clarified who that one person is and you talk, that one person listens. But until you get clear on that one persona, that one person, what happens is you talk and your message falls amongst nobody. It falls in a heap of people and nobody listens to it. Nobody pays attention because everyone thinks she's probably talking to someone else. Oh, this is not for me. This is for some other people, So that's why if you're a coach, and you have had a bit of generalist coaching, it's really important to nail down your avatar. And I can't stress enough on the importance. I think it's time to move on and I tell you the next steps on how to nail down your avatar. But really, if you are avoiding that bit, then really just get to it. Okay. So let's get to the steps. Okay. How do we identify an avatar? So your avatar is, okay, and pay attention. Your avatar mostly is a version of you from 2 to 5 years ago. Which means, and this is so true because when I think of it, when I think of the time, hi Judy, hi Shweta Didi. When I think of the time when I was writing my first book, I was, there was one specific drama that was happening in my life. That was one specific frustration which I had from 2 to 5 years, ago of my life. And I wrote an entire book to answer that question for myself. So when you are a coach and when you're writing a book, reflect that it's mostly to give your younger self the answers that you did not have then. But the good thing about this is, of course, you can't go and change your past. But what you can do is you can use your past to add value to others' future, others' present, so they can create a future by design rather than having to, go through the whole set of struggles and learn their lessons the hard way. So you are writing, hi Sheetal, thanks for joining. So you are writing your book because you are telling those people, it's like a bridge, right? It's like okay, so it's a bit of reversed image. So this is point A and this is point B. You are writing your book because you have traveled the difficult route from path from point A to point B. You have created a bridge, right? While there are some others out there who are a version of you from 2 to 5 years ago, and they are still struggling and they don't know how to cross this bridge. They have not figured out the steps, and that's why you're writing this book, to tell them, hey, look, I have been there, I know how it feels, and now I want to help you. So whatever your story from 2 to 5 years ago, tap into that, and that's going to be the first leads into who your avatar is. The next bit, so there's 3 different ways of finding out who your avatar is. The first method that we already talked about was reflecting into your life, right? Reflecting what has been the lessons, what are some golden nuggets which I have learned and discovered in my journey, which I now need to share with others. Okay, so that is step 1. Another way of doing it is, if you already have clients, whether they are pro bono or paid, that doesn't matter. Look at the average of your clients and identify, like, what are the problems, what are the type of clients who are attracted to you currently, right? Because as a coach, you often end up with clients having, just the problem that you can solve. So if a client has come to you, most likely, and they're working with you, that is because you have the resources to help them. So look at the average of your clients and see, wow, what's the common trends in all my clients? It doesn't make a difference if they're pro bono or paid. Yes, of course, paid clients are more validated research data. So look at your current clients. And I knew I had this dilemma, like, really early on in my business, when I wasn't sure if I could really trust my pro bono client pool, right? Hi, Prakash. When I did not know if I could really trust my pro bono client pool, because they were from different areas of expertise and the topics that they were bringing to the session was very different, So if that's a situation you feel you're experiencing, then create create a fictitious character, right? And give that person a name. So say you are coaching, you want to coach in the corporate space and you want to help empower women leaders, right? Or you might be a mommy coach where you want to help overwhelmed new moms, right? To get a handle on their life. Whatever be your niche, right? So identify, okay, my avatar is a 42-year-old woman named Sue, and she's really energetic, really enthusiastic, but of late she's experiencing a lot of challenges and broken connections at workplace. She's not feeling that connected. She's, not enjoying the conversations she's having with her teammates, or she's not feeling like she's being her authentic self, and she needs to, she's unable to voice her concerns to her boss, right? And so this could be your ideal character, your fictitiously created persona, and you put it out there on Facebook in various groups, put it out there and say, hey, if you are, a woman from 40 to 45 years old, have been in corporate for a good 10 plus years, and are experiencing challenges, experiencing frictions with your manager, which is very unlikely to happen. You're confused, why is this happening? You're feeling loss of mojo. Then I'd love to pick your brains for 30 minutes. And that's when, so you basically say, okay, can I get access to what's happening in your life? I really need language. That's what you're doing. So you're borrowing their language. So you get on the phone with them, and for them, because they are giving you access to raw data, because they're giving you access to, their secret desires and their pains and their frustrations, what you do is you gift them with a 60-minute session. And that's your opportunity to also showcase what you can create for their business, create for them. You're showing them what's possible when they work with you, and it could just be the beginning of a new paid client, right? So these are the 3 ways how you can tap into details about your avatar. The next bit is some essential things, okay? So when these people agree to jump on a call with you, here's some things you can do. Record the conversation so you know, because there's only so many notes you will be able to take. When they get passionately, when they start talking passionately, you don't want to miss out on key information, right? That was Siri. So, record the conversation with their permission and send them a copy if they like. That's the one, what can I say? The hottest way, the best way, the most effective way of conducting market research. So ask them questions around 4 things. And those 4 things are their fears and their frustrations. And what's the difference when I'm saying fears and frustrations? So fears are their long-term fears, right? So what does Sue fear if she doesn't change this today? Where does she see herself 5 years from now if nothing changes today? That's her fear. And her frustration is her day-to-day frustration, right? It's her day-to-day frustration that she's living right now. So that's about her fears and frustrations. The other bit is about her dreams and desires. So, her fears and frustrations were the negative connotations of her experience. But her dreams and desires are, again, dreams are what are her positive imaginations of 5 years down the line. What does she want to realize in her life 5 years from now? Those are her dreams. And what is her instant desire? What does she want to materialize in her life today? What does she want? She just wants peace of mind. Maybe she wants, she wants the power to, say what she feels and share it with her boss. So, so these were the 3 steps on how you can get real clear on your avatar and what to ask them when you're interviewing your avatar, right? I'm sure there's going to be lots of questions around this. If there's any more questions you have, pop them in the comments or private message me. Again, I'd like to remind you that enrollments for our winter batch are open, and if you are ready to take the leap and write your book this year, then let's make it happen. Pop a message in the comments or just private message me and we'll take it from there. Cheers and see you tomorrow. Bye.